Hey guys, welcome to today's tutorial. We are playing with a very bright neon green. In fact, I am exploring a bunch of new products from the new collection from MAC, the Tumble Dry collection. I have their blush, I have this eyeshadow trio called Green Clean, which I was at the MAC counter and I was like, you know what, challenge yourself, do something you wouldn't normally do. So I sacrificed the wing, I did a thicker liner, I did neon green all over the lid, and I'm gonna show you how I created this look. I think it's actually quite wearable, which is odd because it is such a bright lime green. If you wanted to make this more daytime, everyday appropriate, you can just switch up the colors. You don't have to go as wild as this bright lime neon green. So we are gonna hop into the tutorial. I'm gonna show you everything: foundation, blush, brows, lips, everything. So let's hop to it. Hey guys, we're gonna get started by applying foundation. I'm not using a primer, I am just using the Airflash Foundation from Dior. We notice my neck is a little bit darker. I did not have a deeper shade in this foundation, and I didn't realize that this self-tanner was so crazy. Moving on, we are using a little bit of concealer. This is the Sensual Skin Enhancer from Kevyn. This is a very intense concealer. I am not doing full highlighting with this. I am just keeping it right underneath the eye, canceling out some of that darkness, taking it a little bit around the nose, and I'm also going to blend just a tiny bit of the excess on the center of my chin, just to kind of bring light there. Then I'm gonna take MAC's Prep and Prime and just hit this on the high points of the cheek. This blends out a little bit smoother and not so thick the way the Sensual Skin Enhancer does. That's why I like using this product here instead. And I am just going to blend everything together. And this is my favorite cream contour at the moment. It is from M Cosmetics. The reason I like it is it blends in so quickly and it leaves just a trace of a shadow. It's not a really hard color. It just barely looks like your skin is kissed with a teeny tiny bit of a shadow, which is what you want. Then I'm setting everything with Laura Mercier's translucent powder. I'm also going to make sure that my eyes are nice and primed with a little bit of that translucent powder pressed in with a beauty blender as well. Now we are moving on to blush, and this is from the new Tumble Dry collection from MAC. Look at that packaging. It's gorgeous. I'm taking a Sonia Kashuk blush brush and I'm just hitting this shade called Crisp Whites. It's a satin blush. It's really peachy, really pretty. It is not very intense in pigment, which actually I kind of like. And I'm just hitting that on the apples of the cheeks. Then I'm going in with a little bit of LORAC Porfection Baked Perfecting Powder. This is in PF6, and I'm using that on the perimeter to just warm up the face a little bit. It has a nice glow to it without being shimmery, and because I was trying to deepen up my face just a little bit more, but I didn't want shine everywhere, I took a pass over my skin with the Hula bronzer from Benefit. And I'm frustrated that I know my neck is tanner than my face. I know I'm human, I make mistakes. It sometimes happens. Moving on to lips, I am just lining my lips with Milani's All Natural Lip Liner, and then I'm taking Tumble Dry, which is the name of the collection and this lipstick, and I'm taking a pass on my lips and deciding that I want a little more of that peachy color. It was a little sheer for my liking. I wish it was a little bit more opaque in coverage, but I do like the color of it. It's a luster finish from MAC. Then I'm going to go on the high points of my face with a little bit of my obsession, the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal. Then I'm going to fill in my brows, and I am using my new favorite Diorshow Universal Brow Pencil. This is in dark brown, and I love this pencil so much. I think it looks really natural. However, I am high maintenance about the brows, which is why we are in fast forward motion. Otherwise, we would be here all day perhaps, I'm not sure, because I move on to a second product. This is from IT Cosmetics. This is the Build-A-Brow in Universal Taupe, and it just adds a tiny bit of warmth and helps those brow hairs to stay in place. Now we're moving on to shadow. I am taking a little bit of Vapour, and I am taking this just on a flat shadow brush and hitting it underneath the eyebrow and a little bit on the inner portion of my eye. Then I'm moving on to Wedge, and I'm just going to lightly fan this in the crease with a MAC 224 brush just to add a little bit of a transition, but it's just like a hint of color. I'm not building it up much at all. It's just going to help me blend out other colors as we go. Yay! Then I am taking, what am I taking? Then I'm taking Saddle, and I am actually using a more flat brush from Makeup Forever, and I'm really making sure that I get above the eyelid because I want the neon green color that we're gonna go in with to really be the showstopper and to be what grabs your attention. This is just for shadow purposes. I'm just laying that color nice and high, going back in with my 224 and blending things out. All right, so here we go with the fun part. I am taking that bright lime neon green, which is so beautiful, and it has almost a peach shimmer reflection type of a thing going on with this color that is so beautiful and unique, and I am just packing that all over the lid. I do want to share with you guys, as far as a review, do not use this wet. It does not foil very well. The other color that we're going to go in with on the inner corner does foil beautifully from the same trio, but this one was just kind of chunky and weird when I mixed it with MAC Fix Plus. So just random side note for you guys. Then I am going in with that darker brown from the same trio and just hitting that color on the outer edge. I'm using my Surrat Beauty Smoky Eye brush, which is shaped really interestingly, and we're just making sure that the outer corners are deepened. Then I am taking that same brown and a flat brush and just lightly lining underneath the eye. I don't want anything to be too crazy. I just want to give a little bit of definition here because we are going to be doing a pretty heavy liner on the lid. All right, so now we are taking that bright sparkly shade from the same trio, the Green Clean trio, and a flat brush, and of course I wet this with MAC Fix Plus, and it gives this beautiful foiled gorgeous look that in person is like 10 times better than what you see here. Now we're going to go in with a little bit of Dior's iconic Overcurl mascara and build up my lashes. And because I want to have big huge lashes against this very bright makeup, I am going in with Flutter Lashes in the style Paris, and this particular style is actually not my favorite. I struggled a little bit with the band, as you can kind of see there. I prefer the Scott Barnes lashes or the Mia lashes from Flutter. Anyway, moving on, I'm using Kat Von D's tattoo liner, and I'm not doing a wing. And also, in like 3, 2, 1, we're gonna see me go really close up to the mirror because sometimes that's just what you have to do. You need to be like an inch away from the mirror to make everything look totally perfect. Okay, now we are going on to the lower lashes, and this is it. This is the last step. We are just coating those babies up, and then we are done. And this is it. It's a pretty easy to do look. I think anyone can, try it out, pull it off. Not too many steps here. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you do. I hope you're having a great day, and I challenge you to play with a little bit of color and get outside of your comfort zone. All right, bye guys. Have a good one. Mwah.